Real estate is very strange right now. It is a interesting landscape that we find ourselves in going into 2026. If you've been in this space as an investor for any period of time, I believe that you would agree with me that things are atypical. It is not the same market that we had 2 or 3 years ago, where regardless of what you did, you could not mess it up. That is not the market that we find ourselves in today. This video is a video that I've had requested multiple times, and the video today is about how to identify land development opportunities. I'm going to run through 5 different ways that you can find land and do your first real estate development deal. If you don't know who I am, my name is David. I've been in this space for over 20 years, done tens of millions of dollars in real estate transactions, and I do these videos to help educate people on the profitability inside of land development as opposed to traditional renovations or fix and flip investment. The first place is wholesalers. I was at a real estate conference last year. It was a large event. Probably a number of you guys were there. And I was talking to wholesalers. There's a lot of guys were coming up to me giving me their card. And every single one that I talked to said they get a lot of deals and a lot of deal flow. And when they get land, they don't know what to do with it because very few guys in the space are actually developing raw land. So I gave them my number. I said, hey, anything you come across, whatever leads you have, send them my way. And I'll take every single one of those leads because I don't care about your $150,000 renovation house. I want the land. Wholesalers are a great resource for finding property because they do get the leads. If they have marketing dollars that they're spending, people who have distressed property or distressed land that they don't know what to do with, they're calling those wholesalers. So these guys do have the leads to find land, and typically you can get the lead for cheaper or almost nothing because the wholesaler can't do anything with it. He doesn't have buyers for it. So anybody you know who's doing marketing or cold outreach as a wholesaler or even as an investor is probably coming across land deals and don't have a way to actually leverage them. So reach out to them, talk to those guys, let them know what you're looking for. Tell them that you're looking for lots, you're looking for vacant parcels, you're looking for land that has a house sitting on it that needs to be torn down, and those guys could be a great resource. The second one is entitled property. If you're new to the space, it may make more sense for you, rather than going through the entitlement process yourself, tying up your money. A lot of good markets, especially in South Florida, there are investors who just entitle property. A lot of times they don't even close on it, but they'll tie up the land, get the permits and entitlements, probably spend some money on architectural drawings, and you can buy it as a permitted piece of property ready to build on. It's a great resource for a beginner, especially if your bank is not willing to close on a construction loan without the permits. You'll pay more for it, but the time that investor spent to get it permitted is time that you're buying back through what you're paying. So maybe you're paying 10, 15% more for it, but if you were to do the development or the entitlement process, you would have spent the same dollars on architecture, the same dollars on holding costs, the same dollars on engineering that investor selling it to you spent. However, you're just buying back your time. So it's a great way to get into the game, to start a ground up project, and to have permits and be ready to start construction as soon as your loan closes. The third one is drive-bys. Never underestimate the power of a drive-by. Get out in your community and just drive around and look for either houses that need to be torn down or pieces of property with tall grass on them that no one is doing anything with. You can find a lot of nestled gems just by driving around your community, finding an area that you know, if it's your community, you know where property values are high and where they aren't. Find a piece of land, reach out, go to the tax records, find the owner, reach out to the owner, and sometimes you can find somebody who owns the land and has no idea what to do with it, and you can create a win-win situation. The fourth one is multifamily brokers. If you are looking to do a development project that is a multifamily, strategy that I highly recommend is don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to make up a market that doesn't exist. Find the best multifamily broker in that market, reach out to that broker and ask them. They're the experts in the space. They know what the market needs. You don't want to build a property and then not have anybody show up to rent it out. So ask if luxury is what is renting out. See if it's 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, but that broker can give you the insight on exactly what you should build. A lot of times we think we have to create a market or be creative because we're entrepreneurs, but it's not always the case. Find the expert that already has the answer. Don't reinvent the wheel. Find the expert, ask them, and they can give you advice on exactly what will rent and what will fill up the fastest. The fifth and last one is my favorite. If cash flow is what you are after, go into a subdivision where homes are selling and buy a lot where the national builders are already at. The D.R. Hortons, the Dan Ryan, the Pulte Homes. Go into a community where they are already selling new construction. Find the floor plan that they are selling at the highest price point. You don't want to sell their you don't want to mimic their $300,000 floor plan. Find the floor plan that they're selling at the highest price point, whether it's $500,000 up to $1 million. Buy a lot in that community, build the same thing. They're doing a 5-bedroom and selling it for $750 and getting top dollar on price per square foot. Build that same 5-bedroom, do it slightly better, make the layouts a little bit better, make the kitchens better, the bathrooms better, spend a little more money on building materials, and being in that community will sell your property because people will walk through that production home, and when they see the quality of that production home, and then the realtor takes them to your home and they see the quality of what you built, that will sell your property every single time. These were just a couple of ways that you can find land and you can do your first development deal today. I hope this was helpful. If you got value, but only if you got value out of the content, like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.